Alright, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be doing my weekly review for this week's episode of Better Call Saul. This week we got to see Better Call Saul Season 1, Episode 5, which is called Alpine Shepherd Boy. Okay, and spoiler warning, if you guys haven't seen Alpine Shepherd Boy yet, you're going to want to watch it before you watch this review. That said, I mean, this episode this week was not as eventful as some of the previous episodes we've had. It was, okay, so in terms of just how I felt about the episode compared to some of the others, because you guys know episodes 1, 2, 3, and 4, really, every episode up to this one, pretty much blown my mind. The premiere was amazing. The follow-up to the premiere was actually even better with Tuco. And then going on from there, episode 3 with the ending was hilarious. The Here's Johnny and everything was just amazing. And then episode 4 surprised me that it was even better with the billboard sign and everything. So episode 5, where do we go from here? We've got 10 episodes first season, I believe, at least last I read. So episode 5, Alpine Shepherd Boy, for me was not quite as good as the others we've had previously, unfortunately. It feels a bit like not necessarily filling out the season, but it does feel like we're kind of in between story arcs right now for Saul. You know, we've seen what's happened before with the Kettlemans and all that, leading into the billboard stunts and all that with Hamlin and that. We do get to see the continuation of that a little bit with Hamlin in this one, but it mainly focuses on Saul or Jimmy getting some new clients from that, what happened in episode 4. So he's getting some elderly, he's considering specializing in elder law, and meeting with some different clients. I thought the clients were pretty funny in this one. You've got one who's the crazy guy, wants to start his own country. He's got like all these animals, stuffed pelts all around him everywhere, and everything goes to give him his own money. It's just it's like, what? And then the guy with the sex toilet, that was funny. I gotta admit, that one really cracked me up. I like that a lot. That was really funny, especially the noises and everything, and when he's telling Kim about it afterwards. Really, really funny. And the other part I found most comedic was one line he says to Hamlin, did the tanning bed melt your brain? And then also when he's at the old folks home, and he is he's dressing up like a famous lawyer in a movie. I'm not familiar with what movie that is exactly, with the white suit and everything. Like, he copies this old guy's like attire from one of these older movies, and that just really smart, really funny. And at the bottom of the cups that he brings has his name and everything. So I did think that was pretty funny, and I did like the way that kind of worked in the ending with Mike. So bringing up some kind of the start of some new things happening with Mike, and more of a focus on him, which I like a lot, because at first I was thinking that Mike was just going to have a small role as like a cameo, but we're seeing as the season goes on more and more concentration on him, and I really love that, because he's a character from Breaking Bad, and for him to be kind of a regular character in Better Call Saul, I feel like it adds more weight to the show. It makes it feel more like it's the same universe as Breaking Bad, because you have several characters, or at least these two in particular, episode to episode, pretty much in every one. Of course, Saul, is going to be there. Jimmy's going to be there. But to have Mike as well gives it that extra tie-in that some episodes might not have, just because he's there. So in this one, we see at the end the start of something new. Funny when he gives him his card, tells him if he knows any elders, because of course, Mike is an elder. Poop-filled diaper in there. So it seems we're finding him in some trouble. You've got some cops from, I believe it is, where did he come from? Philly prior, that have come a long way, as Mike says. Now this gets into speculation. Exactly what was happening at the end there, I can't tell. I'm a big fan of Breaking Bad. Have seen every episode, a lot of episodes twice over. Did reviews for the last couple seasons of Breaking Bad. Love the show, amazing show. But I don't know exactly who that female was he's watching. Is that his daughter? Do they have a bad relationship? We kind of know that Mike was really cared about his granddaughter a lot, but obviously if you have a granddaughter, you would have had a daughter to have that granddaughter. So was that who he's watching? Was he watching his daughter? What's the case with that? Are they on bad terms? I just don't really know what to make of it. I'm assuming that's what it is, but when you assume, you can make an ass out of you and me, right? So I don't know for sure. We don't know for sure if that's what was happening. It seems like it, but we can't say 100% until we have confirmation. So I've done some searching online, try to find out if there's any way to confirm that that is his daughter. Can't find it. Also, don't think she in particular is connected to the cops that would have come out of town a long way to get him, or at least to come and talk to him. But it sounds like maybe something from Mike's past is catching up with him. They found where he's at, and they are going to bring him back, it sounds like, for something. So he may need a lawyer. So pretty cool. So there's a setup to a new kind of storyline starting with Mike, which is great. I really like that. And I'm assuming that he's going to call Saul, and maybe Mike will be another in for Saul, even though he's already got Nacho, who's going to pull him back in when he needs help at some point. You know that for sure. But Mike could be another one that kind of pulls him into this kind of lifestyle with Gus Fring and the others, and I'm hoping that at some point in time in the series we get to meet Gus. Wouldn't that be awesome if it's like the scene where Mike and Gus meet or something like that, like for the first time? Wouldn't that be an awesome like season finale or season premiere, something special just to do that, even if it's just a quick scene or something? I'd love to see if they could bring Espinito, is it Giancarlo? I'm not good with the name, but you guys know the actor who plays Gus. Is awesome actor. Love to see him again, the way he's all calm and prim and proper and everything. So really excited for the future of Better Call Saul. Of course, season 2 has been confirmed, so that's a lot of fun. And aside from that, for this episode, it was just it was kind of like it felt like a more standard episode. It didn't feel like anything super special or anything like that. Aside from like the things I mentioned are the standouts for me. Also, the continuation what happened with Chuck last week. It was necessary to happen. Because we saw where it left off, and we knew how that was going to go afterwards. So, it made sense that the story would evolve that way, that we would get to see that. So in terms of the score, I'm going to give this one only a 7.5 out of 10. That said, average is 6.5, so 7.5 is above average. It's in your good score, your good type range. For me, anything that's awesome or just amazing is going to be above 8 or 9 is when you're getting close to a perfect episode, which we've had many of for Better Call Saul already. So this one for me was just kind of like a standard regular episode. So let me know what you guys thought about this one. I don't think that there's any reason to mention any more specifics. Just maybe some of the characters. Really feel sorry for Chuck. Of course, love Jimmy. Hamlin's a good villain. I think he's fun, and love Mike and the Kim character. I don't think she was in Breaking Bad. Do like her relationship with Jimmy and how she's kind of torn between, and she's like a tether between Hamlin and Jimmy to kind of bring this whole situation together. So in terms of this episode, 7.5 out of 10, that's my thoughts on it. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Pretty decent episode, but not as good as the others we've had so far, which is not bad. They're not all going to be as good as the first 4. Those 4 did blow my socks off. Amazing stuff. So Elder Law, can't go wrong with it. Let me know what you guys think about all that. If you like this quick review, please thumb it up below. If you want to help support the channel, please share it. If you want to click the share tool below, if you've got a Facebook or whatever, you other friends or whoever like Better Call Saul, you want to share their review with them, would appreciate it. And if you want to favorite it, it's also good for the video. Also helps the health of the video and the channel and everything. So that's it for this week's review, guys. Let me know what you thought about this episode. And if you're new and you want to subscribe to the channel, bottom left, go ahead and click the subscribe. You'll get my weekly reviews for Better Call Saul in your subscriber box every week. That's it for this one, guys. See you next week for the next review of Better Call Saul. Of course, Walking Dead videos coming, and Gotham review. I'm going to try to get that done for you guys for this week because I feel like I should. It's another great show, and it deserves weekly reviews. It's that good. See you guys for the next one. Trev, saying peace, guys. Later.